going to show you an option other than putting everything in full screen slideshow mode with presenter mode or with duplicate. So another option for sharing or presenting a slideshow in a web conferencing tool like Zoom, there's a couple other options, and this is the option I usually use. So I'm going to use PowerPoint, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to slideshow. I am on a Mac, but just go to slideshow, go to setup slideshow, and then I use browse by an individual window instead of presenter mode. So when you do presenter mode, and if you let me rephrase that, if you do presented by a speaker full screen and you use presenter mode, then your screen's pretty much devoted just to your presentation. Sometimes it's hard to manipulate the screens, do some stuff in Zoom, and or move around on your screen to get to other things. So what I do is I go to browse by an individual window, and then I hit OK. And then what I do is I take my presentation when I'm ready, and I hit play from start, and notice I have this window right here, and this is my presentation mode right here. It's my slideshow. And so if I click next, or if I go next on my keyboard, it will show the next slide, or if I go backwards, it'll go backwards. Alright, so how does that work when you're in Zoom or another show? Web conferencing tool. So here I go, I'm going to go to share my screen, and I can share my whole desktop, which shows everything which you already see, or I can go down here and it shows just the PowerPoint slideshow on the small screen. So if I do that, right now I'm showing everything in this green box. And notice I have all this real estate. I can move things over. I can flip around, and I can do other things in Zoom. I can pull up the participants. I can pull up the chat, and I can kind of manipulate my screen so that I can do other things while I'm presenting. And then if I want to refocus, I just go over here and I go to my next slide. And so there's a lot of things that you can do while you're in here. You can, like I said, you can send a chat. You can send it to whoever's in there, but that's what you can do, and also you're good to go. Now another option is you can you can also go share screen, and you can go to advanced, and you can actually just do a portion of the screen. So you can click here, hit share, and you'll have a little green box. It'll be orange when you're manipulating it, and you can show exactly what you want. So if you don't want to show the whole window, you just want to show the slides, you can you have to pull it from the middle sometimes. You can kind of manipulate it. So now you don't see all my Mac stuff, you don't see the black bars, you see just enough for the screen. And then so again, what did I do? I went to share. Oops, wrong one. Let me stop. I went to share screen, and then I was originally at basic right here, and it just shows the window with the presentation. So regardless of where I move it around, it still shows just that screen. Or you can go to advanced, and you can share a portion of the screen. And when you do that, though, you have to make sure you got the screen right where you want it. If you move your window, you lose your visual. So I'm not a big fan of that one. I would rather do go to share screen. Oops. Rather go to share screen and go to basic and share that actual window. There you go. That's all you need to know. Bye bye. Thanks.